If you're looking for the cheapest coins in Madden 23, head over to AOEAH.com. They are fast and reliable. And make sure to use code WOLF for 3% off. Link is in the description. All right, so I get questions from people. Wolf, how do you stop the run? How do you slow it down? Today, I'm going to show you different variations. This is going to be from the meta defenses and the 4-3 even that's coming out soon. All right, in the members area. I know a lot of people want to see more content in the members area. I just drop schemes. But give me your feedback. What do you want to see? What I'm thinking we can do is we can do live streams that are members only, right? And we go into the lab and we discuss plays and stuff that are giving you trouble. We may have to start a Discord for that so we can jump in a voice chat so you guys can talk and give me the feedback. And then we can go from there. Okay, give you guys the ideas, the tips. Maybe you got something I need to see, right? Now, I'm going to show you guys base setups and stuff to stop the run. But you also have to remember in your mind, okay, you got to remember in your mind that there is a counter to everything that we do. So if you want to run a defense and it's stopping a run, your opponent may switch to a run to counter that defense, which then you have to run a defense to counter that run. This is why you have to have a library, an arsenal of defensive plays that you can be using to throw at your opponent, right? I rarely run across heavy runners in regs. However, I would imagine people design their whole damn MUT teams around the run game. So that's something that you have to think about. Also, check out the members area if you're new. We got full game breakdowns, right? So very small fee, you get it all. We have dollar, nickel over. We have the 4-6 defense. We have the wild trio week, the tight offset tight end. We have the gun bunch, Trey Y flex, the Ace Madden mini scheme. Go to acemadden.com, use code WOLF, get all his stuff for cheap. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing it out there for you guys. All right, let's talk about this. $3.2 stops a lot of the run game, a lot of it. Okay, it'll stop stretches, it'll stop inside zone. We'll be in the wing pair. I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. Personnel is key. I'm gonna leave everybody where they're at. What I am gonna do is put Barrett in this lineup. You know what I do is I keep forgetting to use him in my lineup in my gameplay, son. I'm so excited to run the aggressive catch with Tom Brady that I don't give a damn. However, I need to start utilizing him because he is a better left outside linebacker. As far as our other linebackers, I'm going to leave them in because for the Buccaneers, D.Y. and David, they're pretty crucial. They're pretty good. As far as cornerbacks, I'm going to leave Winfield in there because, like I said, we're trying to slow the run game down. You might want to put a free safety here in this position as well and keep Murphy Bunting out of there if they're running under center. Okay, that's another tip for you guys. You can actually put safeties in these positions because they will not let a lot of people go by them. So let's go ahead and put Neil. Okay, let's take him out of there just for this right here to show you guys. And we're gonna run Spinner. Spinner is the defensive play that's gonna stop pretty much everything. Now you have to follow my lead and you have to follow it to its science. All right, let's go ahead and pick Spinner. We'll pick stretch alert looking like this. First thing right out the bat is baseline. Wire triangle left stick to the right, and then press wire triangle left stick down, and then we shade over the top. Wire triangle right stick for over the top. And then most importantly, I do this out of the huddle first, is I will bring these guys that are in man coverage into the box this way. All right. Now it's up to you what you want to do with your blitzers. Okay, you can keep them on the blitzes. You can put them in hooks or zones, right? So let's say we put hook curl, we do this. Now, why do we want to do that? They react to the run game a lot better than if you kept them on their blitzes, because remember, if it's an outside run game, you're gonna get cooked. Okay, so let's assume we want to stop the stretch. My man's running a lot of stretch. We can attempt this. Now, do you always want to use that? No. All right. Now you'll see that your man defense thing right here is misaligned. We want to go ahead and, if it's under center, user the running back. If he goes on a route, we follow. However, if he doesn't, it's a play action. We have to follow the guy that looks like he's out of place, and for that, it's going to be the guy that's. You see how we baseline? He's on the right side of our screen. We have to pay attention to that guy coming on the inside because we know he's got the outside. We're gonna have to pull the inside leverage with our user. Now let me go ahead and just man him up, and then I'll be on Vea. And let's just see how this unfolds with this setup right here. Run the stretch, boom. We could beat that guy. We could beat that guy. So what does this tell me? We have to keep the blitzers against the single back wing pair. So baseline press shade over the top. Bring these guys down into the box like this. Okay, you want to use this guy. Let's leave the blitzers now. Boom. Put a guy on the blitz here. And now let's run the stretch outside. You're gonna notice one more guy to block. Okay. You have to be careful when you're running certain defensive situations. Now, if you feel like your spinner is not doing enough, right? Bring these guys down. Bring them down, right? Bring this guy down. You can man them up to the running back. So you can man up both these guys to the running back. Man yourself up to the running back. Actually going to be user. You'll actually be shooting the gap more this way. So, I mean, the stretch looks like it's getting away. but not really, because your user is going to be coming this way as well. And I just don't know how to mimic that and run the stretch at the same time. I guess I'll do it for this play. Boom, this way. My user comes this way, and we just, but you see that he's not running it at full speed, right? But this is what I'm talking about. Let's just, I don't know how to do this. We can keep the blitzers there too. Bring this guy down this way. Like I said, I don't know how to do it to where, you see how he's just sitting there? You'll have two people here and you'll stop the stretch with your own user. What the hell am I doing, man? It just looks, it looks nuts, right? Because he's not doing nothing. I got to click off of him, but when I click off of him, he doesn't play it the way I would play it in a game, which is you're going to be running to the sideline if it's a stretch. All right, so how do we do this? We'll run the stretch. We'll take our user and we're wrapping around like this, but he's jogging. Okay, he's jogging. What the hell can I do about that? That's why we need like two people running the damn play. Okay, so let's just say that you feel like, okay, well, now he's gonna be running inside zone. You can also attempt to like pinch the D-line, baseline press. Don't forget, you got the D-line to work with as well. This is gonna help with shedding. Boom, okay. He stopped. Now he stopped, bro. It's gonna help with shedding as well instantly. Just different variations. The spinner is one of those defenses that's gonna stop a lot of this BS, and it works wonders. Now let's just assume they're in the wing pair and they want to run inside zone. Like I said, there's 0-1 traps that counter the spinner, so you have to be careful with those. Let me come back to spinner. Let's go inside zone. Baseline press, shade over the top. Click this guy. And you don't have to user the guy that's on the bat. You can user one of these guys if you want. It's up to you. So again, let's go ahead and try to run inside zone. We close the gaps, and there's people immediately stopping the inside zones from the spinner. This is what makes spinner so deadly, is that it can do that. Now, you can also do this. You can audible to cover two-man blitz, bring these guys down into the box, put them on spies. Shade over the top, right? You don't want to baseline this one, just leave it the way it is, right? Your user, so if they try to run, I'm going to just try to do it. Let me go ahead and just man him up and be on Vea. I think me being on Vea is actually hurting the defense. This way. And now we're crowding the box. Like, he got yards, but we're crowding the box. You can also, whenever you do that, click the right stick in, man. It's just, I don't know how to duplicate it because, and you can also pinch the D-line, right? That's other things you can do. These are just different variations that I use to stop the run game. Boom. And there's just nowhere he can go. All right. Now, if you want to sell out with an actual defense, right, to stop some of the runs, we'll pick a different offensive run play. We come into the 4-3 even 6-1, and we want to run cover 4 quarters. So let's say they're running ace close, they're running halfback zone weak. We can see how it performs. Baseline press, okay, you want a baseline press in case they do run a corner route or a PB flat or anything like that, or scissors or something like that. We want to go ahead and spread the D-line, crash them down, bring these guys down into the box. And you can leave the quarter flats there if you want, all right? And then what you do is you wait for the run with your user. You can put yourself on a blitz for better angles. Boom. And he runs this way, and then we just close the lane with our user if they're running the zone weak. So the cover 4 quarters in itself is powerful against like the zone weak. It's just a lot of people just don't know it. Spread the D-line, bring these guys down like this into the box. Now what I'm going to do is while he runs it, I'm going to click the right stick in to help engage sheds and stuff like that. Now the guy picked me up, right? Because I wasn't there 100%. So this is what I'm going to do in a real game. I'm going to spread the D-line, crash them down like this, put myself on a blitz, and I'm going to wait a little bit, and I'm going to come down into the gap to close it. Simple as that. Okay. Now you can also do this. You can baseline press, pinch the D-line, crash them down, put this guy right here in the opening, and put this guy in the opening. Okay, like this. In a zone weak, we just loop around, boom, and now we're here with our. It's going to take user to slow a lot of the run game down. This is why if you're a D-line user, you need to get off the damn line, son. Now you also have the Sam Will Blitz, which is man defense. Press shade over the top like this. Bring these guys down to try to slow them down as well. But you'll see that in some instances in the zone weak, it's a counter to that defense. So it's a good thing that you guys get to see that. So what I do is if I feel like they're going to play action, right? Maybe they're going to P8 cross. I'll use the 4-3 even 6-1. I'll spread the D-line, crash them out, QB contain, pass commit, and then I'll stand right here. Okay? So if you play actions, I want you to pay attention to what happens. I hit the center. I'm actually getting picked up, man. But these guys will shed immediately most of the time and come around the quarterback. So it just depends. It's a very good, I guess, offense to slow what I'm doing down from the Samuel Blitz. We can baseline press like this, pass commit. Boom, PA cross. And then follow our user. And the shedding in play action is atrocious, bro. Like, it is atrocious. So you have to be careful with that. Again, cover 4 quarters, zone weak. Relies a lot on your user. You sit back, and then close the gaps. You'll see the defense is just responding great. There's going to be games where you're, and the good thing that I'm using the Packers because they're pretty good offensively in Madden 23 as far as the line, but we're able to make stops against this with this Buccaneers defense. And this Buccaneers defense isn't that good as far as stopping the run. They're supposed to be, right? But in my experience, using them online, it's different than what you think. Now we can sit in a zone and then close the gap. Now, the reason we're sitting in a zone is because the guy that's on the center will not identify us for a block. So if I put myself on a block and then I crash like this, I put myself on a blitz, you'll notice that he will be looking for me if I'm not careful. He will be looking for me. So you can keep yourself in the zone. You can keep yourself in a spy, however you want to do it. I'm just trying to give you guys leverage and stuff to slow a lot of this down. Now, you also have cover 4 drop from the dollar, which is going to help you a little bit too. I would not be too reliant on this defense because it can get cooked pretty easily. And this is going to be ideal for shotgun formations, okay? Inside zone from Trey wide flex. Pinch the D-line, bring these guys down in the box, press like this. You can pinch the linebackers, pinch the defense, whatever you want. You always want to be the side of the running back. So when they do it, boom, you just shoot around and stop the inside zone. This is why I love dollar for that as well. However, you can also rely on your safeties in cover 2 man by putting this guy on a spy, putting this guy on a spy, shading over the top because cover 2 man is underneath coverage, so you'll have to shade over the top, right? So if it's inside zone, then we can just shoot with our safeties, and my man's still getting free. It's iffy. It's iffy, okay? You typically want to do this. So if I go to cover 2 man, I messed up. Pinch the D-line, put these guys in spies like this, and then be on this side with the running back. Shade over the top, don't forget. They run inside zone, we just circle around, and we stop it. Simple as that. Like I said, a lot of the run defense relies on your user. How good are you? Okay, that's just the way it is. And it's a good thing because it relies on the skill. Can you stop it with your user rush? I stop these all the time using these defenses. I hope it sheds some light on you. Like I said, the Packers are good at running the ball. They have Jones. They have kind of a decent line. So it was a little bit hell for the Buccaneers. But if you're using other defenses better, if you're an ultimate team, these are going to cook for you. They're going to be a lot better than what's on display here because you actually have the players for it, which is dumb because you would think with me saying that, right, we have David, we have Barrett, we have Vea, right? But I don't know why it doesn't translate into the gameplay. You know what I mean? It doesn't translate. They're superstars, but it don't translate to stopping the run. Vea, yes, because he does have the abilities to slow down a lot of this inside run game. So let me come back over here. But everything else, you're gonna have to make those adjustments and use the defenses that I'm showing you guys. Drop a like. Love you guys, man. Peace.